Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the social norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge? Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information, from relations to dating to when your leader gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm
Yep. Yo. You already know what it is, man. We back at it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. This my man Bean.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, it's a social norm. We go ahead and make you laugh, make you cry, make you think a little different. It's funny. Whatever we do, we fucking do what we want to do in this place.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, today's episode 134, is should a woman be allowed to do a man's job? I know I know a lot of y'all have been mad about me, but I had to do this. I had to do it because we came across a video, and I always had my own opinions about this. Should women do jobs that we all kind of know it's a man's job, but we just don't want to say it?
Or do you mean they do jobs that men typically do?
No. I
Or
mean,
they just straight up
we
men
know-
just do this.
we know men do this job, and we know to do the job correctly and for the public, it probably needs to be a man doing this job.
Okay, it's go.
I'm not saying a
gonna be
woman
one-
can't do it. I'm just saying it's gonna have to be a special type of woman.
Okay,
All right.
we gonna see where this goes.
All right, let's get into this video. Oh, before we even get into that, man, y'all know the daily routine, man. Go and hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. You don't miss any of our videos. Monday and Friday, 4:30, we do our thing. All right. And if you want to donate to the channel, you see the Cash App, man. Help a brother out. This man keep eating these damn Lunchables. All right. Let's go. Do. I just love my intro song. All right, let me get into this thing. What's the day anyway? You know, I always forget the date. Today, Monday, ain't it?
Monday. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and anybody, if you haven't known, you know, Buffalo has been getting hit crazy with the snow. We'll talk about that in a minute, but let's get into this video. All right, so it says women trying to physically.
I did 22 years in the military. It's hard for women. They gotta constantly compete. They're not faster, they're not stronger. So they gotta make drastic decisions. They make a lot of fucked up decisions because they have to, they in a position that naturally they shouldn't be in. And I hate to see it. I got soldiers that died because of decisions that a woman commander made in combat. And so we had to tell her, hey, look, you know what? Ma'am, it's not happening no more. If you want to keep your fucking job, you let the XO do it, and you just stand there. She became a radio operator. So now, what I'm telling you is this is deeper than what y'all think. Y'all got this mindset that I can do and be anything I want, and I got it. But at the detriment to what? I did 22 years in the military.
All right. So you heard this man. This was a veteran.
Okay.
Did 22 years in the military,
Mhm.
and he's pretty much saying that he's had women commanders in the military run a platoon or whatever case may be over men and have made decisions that have created men or have put men in danger and killed them. And he's saying naturally that is not a woman's role to do, especially in the military. Like let's be real. They've lowered standards so that women could be in the military.
Yes.
Now, my thing is, I don't have a problem with women being in the military. I don't have a problem with women being in any position. But what I do have a problem with, you can be in the military,
Mm-hmm.
but should you be leading? Should you be the leader of the military? I just can't see that being the fact.
Now he says, this guy is saying that it was only women. Like whenever it was a woman.
No, he's saying I don't think he says only women. I think he's saying the women he's had in those leadership positions have made fucked up decisions, right? And cost men their lives.
Okay.
So what we're saying is, should a woman be in a man's job, aka the leader job, when that's not her natural position? My question is, and then let me ask you this: do you feel if you were being robbed,
okay,
or accident was happening, and you called the police, who do you want to show up? The male officer or the female officer?
Man. I gotta be real.
Be real with it.
Oh, but dude shows up.
If your house was on fire and you came home and your fucking child was in the house, and you called and the fire department show up, do you want it to be a gang of girls being the fire department, or would you want it be grown ass men being in the fire department to try to go get that person out of that fire?
I would like it to be a dude.
Somebody said, "What if I showed up?" Well, who is this?
Hold on.
If you're not qualified,
that's M.
That's who?
M from Body Wealth.
Oh, if M.
Emily. I don't want to.
Emily. Oh, well, say her name. Shit, is that what it say on the thing? Don't it?
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. It's Emily.
No.
Well, here goes the thing.
Go ahead.
I think in those moments, I mean, you're not thinking if it's a man or a woman showing up. Please. In those moments. Listen, when you
shut up on this, because you're gonna sit there and tell me.
So you ever been robbed?
Have I ever been robbed by gunpoint?
Yeah. Or have you ever had to call the cops for something?
I've called the cops because my car had got broken into.
So when the cops show up, were you thinking, oh, thank God, a man showed up? Or we were just thinking
it was a man.
Yeah, but
okay, let me say this. Maybe if the incident already happened, I probably wouldn't have a problem with a woman showing up, because at this point she's just a secretary taking down notes. Let's be real. A police officer after the fact is just a secretary taking down notes about what happened. So as long as you can take down what the hell I'm saying, I don't care. It could be my
point is this: when a situation is happening,
yeah,
you not thinking of you. I don't think you really thinking about gender at that moment.
If I thought there was about to be a fight. Let's say a fight was about to break off in the club, people about to brawl, and the police showed up. A police officer showed up. I'm like, God, thank God, because this motherfucker was about to go in. And a woman walked out. I'm gonna be like, oh, this shit about to go down. This shit is about to go down. No one is gonna sit there and say, oh, the female police officer because she showed up, is supposed to stop now. No. Especially if it's all men. Now a man shows up. People go like, hold up, this dude probably knows some shit, probably can slam the shit out of somebody, got a weapon. Let's go ahead and call it.
I mean, okay, I see what you're saying, because typically men are the stronger of the two species. So of course you're gonna think that.
Somebody said you want to go to war with G.I. Jane and Major Payne. Honestly, if I was in a hole, do I want to go to war? I want to go to war with Major Payne. If we was in a whole platoon, I want G.I. Jane to be there.
I can't deal with you, man.
Because you know it's going to get lonely out there, y'all.
I can't even deal with you.
But that's just the reality of the fact, and the fact that we keep trying to perpetuate that the female can do exactly what men can do is like it's just it's ridiculous, and it's like embarrassing to women to try to make them feel like they can do what men do. Not saying that we're better or we're worse. We're just different.
Yeah, we definitely built different. That's
You know what I mean? Like
And it
same
doesn't-
in this. Go
and
ahead.
it doesn't make it bad. I don't know why people see it as
It
know.
makes it bad when we try to make somebody be something they're not.
well, yeah, that's bad.
Like
I'm saying it's not bad to be different.
like I don't have. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I think somebody said this before. If I had kids
Mhm.
and I went to a daycare and all the motherfucking people was dudes in that damn daycare, my kid ain't going to that daycare.
Yeah, it's some
I don't trust men with children
because
enough
it's
to
just-
do that. Not that I think they would do something to them. I just don't think they watch them good enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not the nurturers
Exactly.
of the two.
So it ain't no different than me saying, if we was got to go to war, I'm sorry, I don't want Susan leading the charge.
Okay, because there's some people who believe that women shouldn't be part of the draft.
I ain't never heard of a female John McClane or Jason Bourne. I mean, like I said, there's probably women who are not secret agents, but like
Oh yeah,
yeah,
they
like
probably do
secret,
have them.
like spies and things
Black
like
widows
that.
and-
Yeah, because Harriet Tubman was a spy. There's them people who like play different roles, but let's be honest. There's no female Rambo who's kicking ass and whooping and taking names.
Yeah, you're saying it's far in between. Like it happens, but it's far in between.
Like, but we see in the last year we've seen Woman King.
Mhm.
Is that what it is? Is it called Woman King?
Woman King, yeah.
Yeah, Woman King. We've seen if anybody just seen the last Wakanda Forever, I just seen that movie. If y'all really go back and watch that movie if you already seen it. Tell me one time a man beat a woman in that movie. At what point did any man, I'm talking about superhero or just a regular fight, when did you see a man win a fight on either side?
When I'm trying to think of their name. Okay, you know that Namor's right hand man, right? When he was fighting that black chick in the street,
Yeah.
he beat the crap out of her.
He didn't beat the crap out of her.
She lost the fight. What you talking about?
She didn't die.
Oh, you want him to die too?
I'm saying, ain't that what the whole point of them fighting for?
You're not gonna see that in those movies no more. This is
Why
Disney.
not? You saw everybody else lose.
This is Disney. You're not gonna see nobody die in these movies no more. Get that out your head. You don't die. You don't die in Disney movies.
Okay, what I'm saying is this: she got beat, but she didn't lose. I'm talking about where did you see somebody actually lose, and like it was a wrap for them.
Like they never came back.
They
That
never
was it.
came back to avenge the loss. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Like every
I see what you're
woman
saying.
got to avenge her loss and was like, "Yeah, I'm still better than you at the end." And it's like, come on, man. Let's read. Let's see what it says. Somebody said, but real talk, society has its biases. To ignore them is foolish. And naive men and women are created differently, and therefore they are specific roles that each are
I
better
bet.
suited for.
Yes,
Yeah.
agreed. Well said.
You're right. Men are better suited for leadership.
I mean, look at historically. Only men fought wars.
It was a reason that was.
Yeah.
Because it's just not natural for women to be the leaders of those type of fields. Not saying
Yes,
a woman
I mean-
can't lead. She can lead herself in the kitchen. She can lead herself in the parent, not the parenting, the nurturing of the children and monitoring of them. She can lead herself in a lot of different things, gardening, all these different things. But when it comes to physical fighting or physical strength, I can't take the lead on. She can't take the lead on that.
Yeah, they typically, obviously, back when they fought with swords and all that other stuff, they chose the strongest men
Mm-hmm.
because that's, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? So
And not for nothing, me and Beans, we work at a job that I would have to say is probably a man's job.
Mhm.
We do have females that work with us, and I love all of them. But I can honestly say, if something were to seriously happen where it was a put up or shut up type of moment, I don't want a female around.
Well, most times, especially where we work at, they
Mhm.
usually don't call
The
the women.
fem-
There are certain jobs that they will not allow a woman to do
at our
at our job.
Yes. And that right there lets you know, like, there's as much as we want to act like everybody's equal, there is
Yeah.
a hierarchy
Yeah, they're
when it
gonna
comes down to everything.
they're gonna pull certain people.
If there's a serious
Even
situation,
listen, it's even with us men. I've been in situations where they needed somebody and they looked and they were like, we're gonna pick you.
yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah, because honestly, there's a little, there's a 5'6", 170-pound man.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. They're gonna choose the
other-
bigger man.
Yeah, but we need you, not you. No, it's like there's no disrespect. It's just what it is.
All right. So now we done got into that. Let's go ahead and watch some more videos because let's see what this is. What did I got? Oh no, that was the I don't want to do that one. Give me a second, y'all.
Oh, that dude proving
That the law of nature. Let's do all right, here we go. Did we do the ghosted one?
I don't think we did.
All right, let's do this one. This one's unreal. I don't even think women just hate rejection. They can't deal with it. Let's get into it. What does it say? Back in the mix to be the opposing force.
That's Brandon. That's your boy Brandon.
Stay away, Brandon.
It's funny. We actually asked about you that. It's like, whatever happened to my man?
Man, you know what probably happened to him? He's in the military. He probably was doing a man's job and had to handle some business.
Yeah, hold on. Maybe you should chime in. Like, how you feel about women in the military?
Oh yeah, let us know. Let us know. What do you feel about it in the military? Here, you know what? Now give us a minute because you know how you do. You take over the show. Let's watch this real quick.
Don't go nowhere, Brandon. We want to hear your opinion on this.
All right. I hate this dang thing.
Back
all right, there we go.
What if I told you if you get ghosted by your
Wait a minute, hold up.
What if I told you if you get ghosted by your date, you might be entitled to $10,000? That's what this woman, Kashante Short, thought. In 2020, she went on a first date with a man named Richard Jordan. The date evidently didn't go too well. So when Kashante texted Richard later, he just left her on red. This made her really angry because she thought she's too pretty to get ghosted. So she took him to court for $10,000, saying that he caused her a lot of emotional distress. I'm sure throughout this whole process, Richard thought he was being pranked. But it was real, and during the Zoom court call, Richard was completely calm the entire time, while Kashante was arguing with the judge consistently. The best part is when the judge told her that she filed the case in the wrong court 2 years ago. So there was no option but to toss out the case. The real victim here is Richard Jordan, who after one date knew he was dealing with crazy. So Richard, thank you for reminding us of this very important life lesson, that is to stay away from the crazies. And I hope you get your worth, King. What if I told you?
Okay.
Well, first off, let me say her name. What was her name? Cassandra. Cassandra. This crazy as hell. This just shows you and proves that women hate rejection to the point where she's willing to sue because in her mind there's no reality where this man who looks whatever way he looks can actually want to deny me.
Like, how dare you?
I see this so many times where women really have this falsehood that because of how they look, that means men will want them and just can't not be around them.
You know who really at fault to me? Well, she's at fault.
Who?
But
the judge.
The judge got to eat some of that.
No, not the judge.
The legal
the
system.
Legal system.
Like to entertain this. Like somebody was like, "Look, this ain't it." Okay.
Well, he did. He wait. This is the thing. Everybody has a right to sue for whatever damages they feel.
That's the problem right there. Like at least have somebody like, all right, look, you had a bad day. He ghosted you. You got to eat that. Like this is
See,
reality.
but this is the thing. If they don't see her in court, give her a day in court, they're literally denying her of her right to plead her case. Regardless of how dumb or ignorant it sounds, she gets a chance to plead her case in America. Now, clearly, she's dumb enough that she filed the wrong way, and it got thrown out. But it just shows you how this woman had believed in her mind, and there's no reality that how she looks versus how he looks, that they couldn't. There's no way he could not want to be with her. And this is where I'm getting at. A lot of times, it ain't your outside appearance that's making guys fall away from you. It's your inside appearance. Men can see when you are literally just an ugly person on the inside.
Yeah.
You don't bring nothing to the table but just your looks. And the fact that you're willing to sue this man over not him not wanting to deal with you or talk to you anymore lets him know, confirmed everything he believed.
Struck a chord that she had to come after him.
Some of the best soldiers I know are women. Okay. I don't give two shits what gender you are. When you are in the shit, a bullet don't care what you got in your pants. That is true.
That's the point I was trying to make earlier. When you're in the situation, you're not thinking, "Oh, thank God's a man's here. Oh, thank God's a woman's here."
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you feel? You said some of the best soldiers. See, this is and this is the only thing pressure bust pipes in all forms. Mm-hmm. So whether you a man or a woman, it really determines, can you deal with pressure situations? Because honestly, I can honestly say I know men who are managers who are not they shouldn't be managers. I know women who are managers who shouldn't be. Pressure bust pipes. If you're not a person that can deal under pressure and come with a decision and stick with the decision and live with the decision, then you don't need to be a manager. You don't need to be leading anybody. And I don't think that's a man or a woman thing. I just think it's a people thing. But also, I can say for a fact, in my life, mm-hmm, I guess it depends on what the pressure is, what the situation is.
Yeah, and the individual.
Exactly.
When it comes down to it.
If you take a man and throw 7 little babies into the room and say, "Good luck," and let them and give them the day, he might fold and when you come back, he might be in a corner crying.
Oh, listen. I got 6 nieces, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And if you leave with me, one of them, you ain't getting them back.
You like she had definitely 9 fingers, right? Like,
yeah, you're not getting them back the way you gave them to me, okay?
And that's what it is. So it depends on what the situation is. I think it's more harder for women to be in a military form because it's not a natural thing that women just jump into.
Yeah, because it's more physical.
It's physical.
Strength is required.
Yes, it's physical. It's and I'm not saying they're not mentally smart enough to do nothing like that. I think it's just when man, I don't know. That's just a hard thing. When push comes to shove, I just feel more comfortable. Maybe it's because we program like that. I don't know.
Yeah, because most people look to strength, look to men for strength.
Yeah,
that's just a society thing.
There you go.
It's just what it is. Throughout history, you look to men for strength.
All right, let's send boyfriend to jail for 6 years. Okay, here we go. Let's go to this another one. This is off subject. And all right, next video. We're gonna run through these quick.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's get it. It says girlfriend sent me to jail for 6 years, part 2. All right.
My paperwork. I finally look at the warrant. I see her signature. So I'm like, oh
no.
I'm like, but this bitch told me she wasn't in the house. I'm like, no lie. That morning I called my mom, and my mom was like, Q, I wanted to talk to you about something. I'm like, what's up, mom? She's like, I don't want you to get offended. I'm like, what's up? She was like, I don't trust Bianca. Like, and I said, mommy, I had a fucking dream. Then after a while, it started coming to light. Like, oh yeah, this bitch a rat. I was really trying to not let her know that I know, so I can kind of see what else is gonna happen. So I was like, not downplaying it, but I was like keeping my cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that bitch was motherfucking calling a fucking, not the police, but a fucking detective, telling that nigga my fucking moves and everything. Mind you,
So like, what was her incentive in doing so? Like, was she facing some kind of charge of her
No.
own, or she just
bitch told me
cheated on
she
her.
did it because I cheated.
I knew it.
So
I knew it.
this is and then, you know what? A lot of dudes that we know have gone to jail because of the hands of a woman because he cheated on her.
I know somebody
Go ahead.
personally,
Yeah.
who committed a crime with his girlfriend.
With
right?
her.
With her. They did it together.
Okay.
Right? He ended up cheating on her. She went to the cops, got immunity, and sent him to jail.
That's
He's
crazy.
still there to this day.
What did they do?
They robbed somebody and they shot him.
And she didn't go to jail for nothing.
No, they got away with it. They got away with the crime.
Is she still alive?
She's still alive.
See, that's no good right there. I don't even know what
with it. Because I asked him, I said, bro, you got away. How did you get caught? And he told me.
He said, my girl. Now, ain't me a girl, dude. That was the devil in woman form. Whoever rat first get the deal. That's not a gender thing.
That's true. That is a fact. You get the best deal.
Okay, answer me this. How often do you hear men who go and do a crime with their girl, and then because she cheated, he go to the police and rat her out? That don't even sound like something a man would do.
But see, they go off their feelings. They want some type of get back. You made me feel this way. I need you to feel this way.
Hell has no fury
exactly
like a woman scorn. A woman is going to do the most savage, horrible things to a man if she feels you hurt her feelings. She cannot see the whole take it like a man. That comes from a man getting beat up, getting cheated on, getting fired, falsely accused, and he just takes it and moves on. A woman is not built that way. She's gonna go and say, fuck that. He's gotta pay, and he gonna pay even more than I ever paid with his life.
Yeah.
And freedom.
And the worst thing about this dude I know going to jail, this girl ended up being pregnant.
No.
And
with
his kid. And now she started. Well, last time I saw her, she was crying about it. I was like, "You sent the man to jail."
This shit don't make no sense, dude. It really don't.
You did it. What are you talking about?
Do they go see him in visits?
I don't know if they do.
Because I know one thing: if I was in prison, once the baby get an age, send the baby in. Your ass stay outside. I don't want you hearing nothing I gotta say.
Yeah, I had no sympathy for her. I was like, you did this, so you made your bed. Now you gotta lie in it.
All right, let's get to the next video. This shit was just funny to me. I mean, I know you always tell me you're not everybody know Beans is not a giving person. Beans don't like to give shit to nobody.
It's something, and I haven't figured it's something about people who beg. It just annoys me to no end.
Well, maybe this is
let
the
me
reason.
tell you something. When I was in California, I saw so many homeless people, and not one person asked me for money.
Cause do you understand if one person asked and you did it, how many people would flood the gates to you? You probably get mobbed like you was Michael Jackson or something.
One bum asking for. I hear they always asking.
So you saying they privilege they're
prideful
out there.
They get some good best dressed bums I've ever seen though. I give them that
because they're not bum. Let's get it. This one right here just made me laugh. It says UNC said keep the change.
How much you go? You said you wanted a couple dollars. You got a change too. You have it. Yeah. Happy New Year, man. Goddamn change, nigga. Motherfucker. But you gonna throw my motherfucking change back?
Dude.
See, now that right there, I would have got out the car too. How you begging for money?
Yeah.
And you just if you that down and out, you'll be grateful for whatever you get.
Hey man, sometimes
dude,
I ain't gonna lie. I've seen people where I gave man, I got some change, I give them change, and they take it, but you can see it on their face like, all right, nigga. Like I had dudes trying to check me, talking about, I know you got more. What do you mean? If I did, I gave you this. That's all you get.
Yeah, that don't mean I gotta give you what I got.
I don't have to. I give you what I want to give you. But they got a quota in their mind. No, nigga, you got 5 in you. You got 5 in you. I'm like, damn, you need to be a pastor or something.
There's this dude, I swear, it's a 7-Eleven near my house. And this dude, I swear, he wait outside. And he like, you can see him look. If you're at the ATM, you can see him looking like, okay, this dude went to the ATM. So I know he got money.
Dude, matter of fact, yesterday, I went to the gas station. Now everybody know, if you know, we from Buffalo. It was real cold outside and everything. I went to go get some gas. I said, man, you know what? I seen this dude. This dude was being real nice. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, being helpful, holding the door for you. If you got any change, I'll take it. If you think, appreciate it, shutting the door. Nobody, everybody, all right, yeah. So I went in there. I had to go grab some snacks or whatever. And I was like, man, I gotta get gas, because it made you go inside. Like, it couldn't use it through the card. You had to go to the cash register and get it. So I gave it to him. I said, hey, man, he held the door for me. I said, hey, while I'm getting these snacks, here, $1. Pump 14, $65. I need to go and get in there. Oh, yeah, no problem. Got you, man. So he went outside. I'm like, well, we might as well cut 2 birds with 1 stone. Ain't no reason for me to be sitting out there. He already out there holding the door. So he pumped the gas. Well, at first, this fool was gonna try to give me damn diesel. I'm looking from the side, like, while I'm getting my snacks. I seen him pull that yellow. I said, hey, yo,
hey, you get what you pay for.
Give me, no, not that one, bro. Give me the regular. Oh, okay, the 87 special. I got you. So he pumped it in. I was like, all right, that's the right nozzle. So I get my snacks. I come back out. I'm like, appreciate it. He's like, yeah, man, if you got anything else for me. I was like, let me just see if I got some change. Because he was just a nice dude. And I just felt like, I'd rather, if you're going to be, I don't even consider begging. I guess begging for money, at least be polite and nice and have a good spirit. Because I tried to give him as much change as I found. But that was just my little homeless. I don't even know if he was homeless. Well, I mean, and I gave him a lighter.
I mean, he was earning. Oh, you gave him a lighter for his crack pipe.
I don't know, dude. I just gave him a lighter. I figured usually homeless people smoke cigarettes.
That's exactly what you did.
He was like, "Oh yeah, I need this."
Yeah, because you about to go get high.
He did say, "I need this." I appreciate you. He was more happy about the lighter than he was.
Yeah, he was
like, that's right on time, right there, bro. All right. Let's get to the next video, man. Hold on, what is this? Honestly, half of these videos, I don't even know what they're gonna be. So, y'all, if it's whack, y'all can't blame me. All right, let me get in this damn. I gotta stop doing that. I'm just like my father. Yeah.
Oh yeah, listen, I make random sounds like my father too. It's just. That's who we are. We're who we're becoming.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, let's get it.
Other person get to choose to live. There are 2 people involved in every abortion. There is the mother, and then there is the child. And that's the problem with your position, because it denies the humanity of that little person. Where do babies come from? We are debating about when life starts. We know that egg and sperm meet. There's an actual little spark of life, that happens. They can't explain it, but that's when they meet. And the unique DNA that makes you who you are is formed at that moment. And that one single cell then grows into a clump of cells and continues to evolve and develop. And we become less dependent. If we can kill something that is dependent upon us, why can't we kill college students? Why can't we kill the elderly? Why can't we kill a 2-year-old baby?
Amen to this.
Other person
Damn. Now, let's get into that. What do you say?
So she's arguing that abortion is wrong, or when life starts.
She's saying if your argument is that it's your choice, that her saying is there's two lives that are involved in this equation, yours and the baby's.
Mm-hmm.
What if you're saying, well, the baby don't got a choice because it can't live on its own, or it's dependent on me? She's saying, well, what's the difference? When do we consider a life important, and when do we consider it not important? If we're basing it just off of dependency, she's saying a college student is dependent on us,
Yeah.
student loans and all these other different things. An old person is dependent on somebody. A 2-year-old is dependent on somebody. What point is it okay to say that this person is important? Because if we killed any of those type of people, we'd be going to jail.
That's true. Damn. Okay. I see what you're saying.
So where does it go to where she a life matters
and when
it doesn't? And I'm right there with her. I think it's all a situation that's fucked up that we've just allowed to be.
Like,
I had a discussion about this with a girl one time, and she was like, well, I'm a Christian and I believe that you shouldn't kill, but I also believe it should be a woman's choice. You can't say that.
You're talking in circles.
You either believe it's a woman's choice to murder, because they never want to say murder. They want to use words like abort. Let's abort the mission. Or, get rid of.
I say this. I've said this before. If you want to get an abortion, you should let someone see one, like what it's like.
I didn't even know until you described it to me that you actually watched it.
I watched one,
and I was like, "Oh hell no, that's what that is."
I recommend this is what you're doing.
Let me ask you this: from watching it, are you for or against abortion?
I'm against it. I can't.
You couldn't see yourself doing that to your child.
I was mortified, and I was young. I'm like, why are y'all showing?
Yeah,
I have a lot of mental scars because of stuff I've seen in my life.
I was shocked that they showed you that in high
school.
I was like, yo, we didn't go to that type of school,
so
they didn't give a damn about your mental health.
They really did. I wonder why we a bunch of psychos running around here. But yes, I believe. Let them watch it.
Yeah,
let them see what it's about.
All right, so this one right here, I just had to show you this because I thought this was crazy, and honestly, I want to go there. Let's just see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay, the title of this video is called "I Got Offered This in Morocco."
The camera's okay. Put the camera. Okay. What is it? Crystal. Yes. Uh-huh. This is crystal. Okay. Yeah, I'm up for the nose. Yeah, I don't want that. No, I don't want it. Okay. What? Did she say that right? Have the camera.
Now, they are selling. It looked like a candy shop in Morocco.
This is why when you travel, you better ask questions.
You better be ready to party for real. Crystal meth, they're selling in the store.
You think you eating rock candy, you get high. You wonder why you see Mickey Mouse walking down the street.
I'm like, dude, I didn't even know they were doing that in other places. Like, where Morocco?
I thought I was in I know it's Middle Eastern.
Let's look this up. You about to look it up?
Yeah, I'm about to look it up.
All right. But damn, they just throwing it out like, yeah, you can get some. This is crystal meth. This is crystal meth. You want some? Let's see. All right. Now I'm about to get into some real. I don't know. I don't know if I could go to a place like that and just I know they say when in Rome.
Africa.
I know they say when in Rome, do as the Romans, but I'm not doing no crystal meth.
Northwest corner of Africa.
Would you do a hard drug like that on vacation?
I probably would.
That's crazy. That's wild, y'all. Beans wilding, y'all. I can't.
That says,
That nigga said, if it was the right scenery, I'd do this
all
shit.
right, let me try it one time. Don't you tell nobody.
So if y'all feel that way, are y'all going to be adopting children that are giving up because their parents didn't want them? Believe what you want, but if people are going to say these babies deserve to live, let's reform the whole shit around it. Okay, so
Okay, first of all, Brandon, do you believe in abortion?
is that Brandon who wrote that?
Yes, Brandon, I believe.
Okay, you're asking me would I adopt the kids? Well, I'm not gonna adopt nobody because I don't even feel I'm responsible enough to raise a kid by myself. That's first off. Secondly, just because I said I'm not willing to adopt a kid, don't mean I think it's okay for you to kill the kid. That's just my opinion. I feel like people should be responsible for their own actions. And the problem with this country is we don't want to take responsibility for our own actions. We want to be bailed out for our own decisions in life. And when we don't get bailed out, then we want to blame, like, just be like, okay, well, fuck it then. I won't even be responsible. I'll just, like, sometimes y'all always say, oh, well, if somebody want to abort a kid and then they have the kid, y'all everybody always goes with, well, they're just gonna leave the kid and abandon the kid. Or do you ever think maybe them having the kid, that once they have the kid, they actually have a bond with them because they're like, wow, this is an innocent joy of God's gift, and that I actually want to protect this kid. And maybe, how many times you've seen people who was wilding in the streets and living a crazy life, they get a kid, and guess what happened? They start becoming responsible and start living for that child instead of living for themselves and being selfish. See, the reason we keep doing this is because we keep allowing people to be selfish and caring about their own feelings more than caring about others. That's why the world's fucked up as it is, because we don't care about other people.
And Brandon, have you ever seen an abortion?
You say you also,
because he said when I asked him, do you believe in abortion? He said absolutely. I said, but have you seen one?
Yeah, have you actually seen an abortion?
This is why I've seen one. That's why I personally cannot do it.
Because a lot of times, no, I don't think a lot of us who say we are for abortion have actually witnessed an abortion. We just know the result of one.
Exactly. Like, have you ever watched? And I hate to compare this to this, but I'm going to. You ever watch like a slaughter of an animal? I've watched how turkeys are slaughtered, right?
Yeah, they're putting in a little metal hole to where their head sticks out, and then they slit their throats.
Yeah, right.
And their body shakes around and falls.
Yeah, I've seen it
and bleeds out.
And to this day, guess what? I can't eat
turkey
on Thanksgiving. I can't eat it.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble. Chickens can be killed like that too.
Yeah, but I've never watched a turkey.
Most of the time, though, people just grab the necks and shake it till they break their neck off.
But I realize this once I see these things, I can't do it
anymore. You reevaluate your decision.
On my decision. So if I were to watch a chicken get killed, I guarantee I probably wouldn't be able to eat that anymore. So I don't go and watch these things because I know myself.
Let's see. He says, and yet I'm eating all them mofos.
Shoot. Who said that?
Mind you, let me just say this. Now, and like I said, I know you, Brandon, have two lovely girls. If you're for abortions, can you say that would you have wanted that for your own children to see what that is? Like, I just think we all say we for it. Like, at one point I was for abortion. I was like, yeah, you know what? People should be able to live their life how they want. But then I'm like, no, wait a minute. People should be held responsible for their own decisions. It wasn't that baby's decision to be born, and it ain't their baby's decision to be killed.
I mean, Brandon, this question may be too personal, but when you found out you were having children, did you consider that as an option?
It wasn't even that. I tell you right now, his wife was not. She was not hearing none of that. If he wanted to talk about it, I don't even think Brandon would do that. All right, let's get into this video. This says third-time offender comes to meet. Yeah, I don't got the rest of the title, but let's get it.
Things happen.
So you were gonna have for the 14-year-old.
If it happened, yeah. It's not like I was gonna pressure for it.
And what were your plans with this 14-year-old?
Smoke pot.
Smoke pot?
Yeah.
Just gonna smoke pot?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
If more happened, more happened. If not, then
Well, did you
What
say
the
that more was gonna
hell?
happen, or were you just gonna smoke pot?
I said that more could happen. I never said
Could
that
happen.
would happen.
Could happen. Do you want me to read it word for word, or
No,
do you want to start being
you don't
honest,
have
man? So you've never been in trouble for something like this before?
I have been
Yeah?
in trouble for something like this before.
Can you explain that to me a little bit?
Same kind of a situation. It was just the cops that was stung me.
Okay.
That's why I parked away from this and had a real suspicion about this.
That's why you were super careful, because you already knew. Yeah. So that was why you called and said, I'm not going to have sex, because you know how to do this, right?
And not even that.
True, right?
No, it's not even that.
It's not that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did say some pretty disturbing things.
I understand.
all right?
I did.
Things that shouldn't be said to a minor
I
or a
agree.
child.
No, I agree.
So should you be around children, do you think?
I mean, I'm fine with my own child.
How old's your child, though?
Two.
Two?
Yeah.
Well, you should be fine with
For now.
your own child no matter what, right?
Yeah, exactly. If things happen, things happen.
So
Now these are the type of men that are just people out here like that.
Do you remember the show To Catch a Predator?
Hell yeah. And I'm mad they closed that show down. I personally think they closed it down because somebody who was higher up,
Well, they did catch like a senator. or
they
something
caught
like
somebody who was like a mayor or somebody coming to this shit. You really, and this is why I said from the jump, I would never let a whole bunch of men watch my child.
Well, what happened with Chris Hansen was, I think they pulled a Michael Corleone on him. This is what they did. He got caught. You know, he was catching all these high profile people, and then he got caught.
No, he got caught cheating on his wife.
Yeah,
And they
and
blackmailed
then
him.
yeah.
To say either you close shop or we're gonna blow this up even more.
They Michael Corleone to me. I would have said, yeah, go ahead, tell her.
She already knew.
Go ahead, tell her. I'm still doing it.
But I mean, my whole thing is, why does one thing have to do with the other? Okay, I cheated on my wife with a consenting adult. I didn't cheat on her with a minor.
Child, yeah.
That was a perfect show to embarrass and try to bring light to people that, like, hey man, there's predators out here.
I mean, he was catching cops. He was catching. It was a senator, so he ended up
Remember,
killing himself.
he ended up catching the dude that rides the train with him every day.
Yeah.
He said, man, I don't know you. Man, ain't you the dude who ride the train with me? Yeah.
That's crazy.
So you never know what type of person really is
dealing with.
But I'm sorry. See, that dude was so nonchalant, and then this dude has a child. Matter of fact, one of the dudes in Catch a Predator brought his child there. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. They made him take his child home, and then they arrested him. But I don't, and I think what it comes down to, in the old days, somebody who was 14 was married off.
Yeah.
There were people, that was a normal thing 100, 200 years ago.
Yeah.
Now we've progressed to where we're like, look, a 14-year-old is not prepared mentally to be a wife for somebody. Even though, I'll be honest, like I got a cousin who had a kid when she was 15. So we know they motherfuckers out here fucking at that age. They are.
It's unfortunate, but it's true.
And that's probably why half the reason the world is where it is, because we out here kids doing grown folk business. Like off of ATL. You know, this is grown folk business, right?
Hey, that's why I'm so hard on my nieces. Play them games, man.
What was I was talking to somebody the other day about this is what we're talking about. I was watching this video, and this comedian said, man, I had an issue. My mother had passed away. And he was like, I had an argument or debate with my brother because we were like, who gonna clean up her stuff? Because he was like, man, I know my mama, she's been single for a while. I don't want to go through her stuff and find that dildo.
Oh,
and
this was Chico Bean, I believe.
Yeah. So I'm thinking in my head, imagine if you had your mother passed away and you had to clean out your mom's stuff and you found some real disturbing, crazy shit. Not fuck a dildo. I'm talking about gags, straps, some whips, chains, all that shit. What do you like? That's got to be even more like.
I ain't gonna lie. I would be laughing like I would laugh.
Would you laugh or
I
would you be
would
like,
laugh.
damn, mom, like
But here's the thing. I hate to say this about my parents. No, I don't. There are 6 of us. Okay, that would not shock me at all.
You knew mom and dad was getting
Like,
it on.
There's 6 of us. Am I surprised? No.
But see, like me, I feel like my mother is very like she's so much like a saint. I just would be shocked. It would be like, damn, like my father, he's a heathen. I already know he's probably into some wild, crazy shit. But my mom, I still look at her as like, okay, she's a wholesome, respectable woman.
And that's the thing. We always see our parents one way. Now, has anybody ever told you, told stories about your mom like before you were born?
In a negative light?
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Like I've only known my parents one way. Very churchy, very holy.
Mhm.
But people have told me stories like, oh yeah, I knew your parents.
Yeah.
Like they used to party, they used to drink, they used to do all this crazy stuff.
Nah, you know what? I've talked to people. They've never said my mom. They used to say my mom and dad they love to dance and things like that. But they never said my mom was like fast or she used to like my mom. My mom told me she used to date. She had boyfriends. Now she always be adamant saying, "Ain't none of them was hitting. We wasn't doing none of that back then."
Okay, yeah, I mean that was the time back then.
Yeah, she said we go on dates. They kiss or something like that. But as far as just getting the goodies,
it wasn't happening. The standard was different then.
No. And let my mama tell it. My daddy been the only one she ever been with. So I don't think my mom got no reason to lie.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't feel like she told the truth.
Don't.
And it ain't good. No,
I don't even know your mom. Don't do that to your mom.
It's not because of my mom that I don't trust my mom. It's that my father. I told my dad he did so much bad stuff, like so much wild stuff. I just feel like there had to be some get back.
Your mom got some get back.
It had to be some get back. That's how I feel.
Don't put that on your mom.
But that's just, and I'm just going off of woman nature. I feel like a woman. Maybe it wasn't the get back of just having sex with somebody, but I feel like maybe putting some.
Have you ever said this to your brother? Like I don't believe you.
I know. I asked him. I've asked my mom stuff like, why you ain't never. She like, and my mom. I mean, if I tell you this story, she gonna be like this. My mom pretty much told me one time. I ain't saying it. Never mind. I don't know. I can't say that story because let's just say my mom was very religious.
Okay.
She feels like when you are with somebody, when you make a promise to God, that's between you and God.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't between nobody else. It ain't even between your partner. It's between you and God. So my mother told me one time, I asked my mom, like, why you, cause my dad's a lot. He know it. My whole family know it. They be telling my mom every time, you a saint. You are a saint. We thank you for marrying my uncle's aunts will be like, thank you for marrying my brother because he's just he's a lot. My father a lot. We love him. He love hard, but he's a lot as a man. And my mom, I said, Mom, why you so patient? And she get it from my grandmother. My grandmother was patient. And she say, Cotton, she said, I made a promise to God. She said, and I've lived by that promise my whole life. He said, when I die, I know I'll meet my maker, and God, I said what I was gonna do, and I can live with myself. I'm gonna go to heaven.
I respect that.
But your father, he going to hell. And she walked away. I was like, God damn. She said, your father going to hell. I was like,
just so you know.
With a straight ass face. Like she wasn't breaking character or nothing. Like, he going to hell. and she walked away. And I was just like, okay. She that's what I guess that's what makes her sleep well at night. I don't know.
Just knowing the fact that he go down.
That's just marriage for y'all, man. That's just how I told look. Hey, so maybe y'all understand why I am the way I am. Like,
listen, you understand certain things, man. I hope my father will get mad at me telling this story.
Go ahead.
He actually told me this story because I never when they, like I said, I knew my parents one way, and people would tell me, I seen your father at this party one time, and he got real drunk, and somebody tried to talk to your mom, and your father went crazy.
Damn.
Right. And I just,
so like you.
DNA, it's in my DNA. So he went crazy. And they said they had to lock him in a room for the rest of the night till he sobered up.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at my father. I ain't never known this man to even go in like that.
Yeah.
So I asked my father, and he tells me, he was like, yeah, I was kind of out of it. I said, so they really locked you in the room? He was like, yeah. I said, but the crazy part is, I woke up butt naked, and that's what he told.
Okay.
He's like, and he said, I think I was punching holes in the wall when I woke up, it was just him in the room by himself, and he was still locked in.
So he was fighting nobody.
Nobody.
So were there holes in the wall?
Yeah, there were holes in the wall. But he was at a party, and they did have to lock him in. But he was just like, I just woke up like that. Like, I don't know.
Was his hands messed up or anything?
He said they were kind of sore, but so he knew. So he did. Right. I was like, oh, okay. Now I see why you don't drink anymore. I get it, because I'm not doing that, man.
Thank you, Mr. Beans, for not going any further with that. All right, we're gonna watch this video. This really was one of the main videos I wanted to do, and I really want to get your reaction off of this shit because I love. All right, let's get it. We'll give you the backstory. Police officer is looking for a black suspect. He's on the run. He ran away from the cops. So apparently, this female officer chose to try to catch him this way. Let's go.
Deputy's body camera on July 10th. It's rolling as Deputy Amanda Edwards pulls up to help Moab police look for a man they claim ran from them. And that is a lasso. It's considered a utility tool used by law enforcement here for stray livestock, and even once in another county helping rescue a man from a flood.
How's it going, guys? I'm looking for a gentleman that took off running on us.
But on this day,
African-American gentleman,
Deputy Edwards has other plans.
That was my plan, man. I mean, it's better than running, right?
As she explains to anyone who asks.
Hey, we're gonna rope him? Might. It's better than running. Yeah. Or taser, right? Yeah, it's
One Grand County deputy is heard raising concerns.
That's going to look really bad if you use that.
Better than a taser. I've been waiting for this moment for quite some time.
While a Utah Highway Patrol trooper had this reaction. Sheriff deputy's body camera on July.
She's been waiting on this moment for a long time.
Really?
To rope.
Why am I not surprised that there's rope in the back of a pickup truck? That's what we out here doing now in these streets.
Look,
string them up. She probably say string them up all the time.
She over there walking around with the rope and shit. Like, yeah. People was asking, like, you think you should really do that?
Even the other officers like, that's gonna look really bad.
So let me ask you this: do you feel it's bad for a white female officer to rope a black man who's on the run from the police?
Yes.
Now,
but here go the thing. They have like Texas Rangers, and I'm assuming this is somewhere in Texas.
That shit is a movie. That's a show.
They used to have Texas. That was a real thing.
Them Texas Rangers were really using rope to wrap.
That was some real shit back in the day. Who you think caught Bonnie and Clyde? The Texas Rangers. They killed them.
They shot the shit out of them
because they told them to.
Yeah, but they ain't roped them motherfuckers. They was in a car and said, get out the car. We got surrounded. They got out the car and they shot him.
No, they get out the car. They shot him in the car. They didn't let him get out. They let him get out.
Okay, well, they shot him in the car then. They ain't lassoed them motherfuckers. Now, You being from where you from, I want to know your opinion. Is it worse to lasso a fugitive? Well, not even. I don't even know you're a fugitive because we don't know if he really did anything wrong. Somebody who allegedly who's on the run from the police. We'll say that they're looking for, or because I'm gonna play devil's advocate because I love.
She's saying it wouldn't hurt.
She's saying it'd be better to lasso him than to tase him. So I'm asking you, because in my mind, I kind of would rather get lassoed than tased. Which one do you think you would be more pissed off to see? Her tasing the shit out of dude or her lassoing him?
Her lassoing him.
Why?
Because first of all, how often are you lassoing? How often are we using this rope? Okay. And secondly, I didn't even know they could carry rope.
I mean, you can carry anything in a damn truck, pickup truck. Let's take race out of it. It ain't a good look for any bad mofo to go Django
on somebody. Exactly.
Well, wait a minute now. Django.
Jamie Foxx, black dude.
Yeah, but when did he get lassoed?
When they caught him. When they hung him upside down in the barn.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, I guess they did tie him up. Yeah. My thing is this. I get why people are mad about this. It's almost like we ain't good enough to get fucking tased. Like, you know what I mean? Like when a guy, instead of punching you, he backhand the shit out of you. That right there is like disrespectful. So the fact that you trying to catch us like cattle instead of catching us like a fugitive that tase the shit out just makes people get mad. Me personally, I would prefer. I mean, one, I feel like I got a better chance of getting away because how good of a lasso can you be?
I mean, she seemed confident. She was swinging at you.
She was, I believe she got skills. I'm just saying because she was very excited. It's like I've been waiting on this day.
That's what makes it sound so bad. I've been waiting to catch one for so long.
And
like,
I don't
why?
know. I think the fact that he's a black man is why it's because even the white cop was like, it's gonna look real bad for you if you catch him with this. I think, like I said, if you take race out of it, I think it'd be funny as hell to see somebody get lassoed.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If I was like sitting in my neighborhood and watch a dude running, then I seen the cop running with lasso.
Like he ain't even running. He's just walking. He takes the shit off like a gun. All right, I told you to stop running.
I'm not gonna lie. Part of me would see if he could. Let me see if he can actually catch this dude to lasso.
Honestly, be real. If you sitting outside your house, we sitting there chilling like Craig and Day on Friday talking, and then we just see dude running, and we see a dude coming behind him with a rope, and he lasso the shit out of him and catch him. You tell me you're not gonna be like this, like just applauding off of the sheer talent.
It will make me be like, they're not cattle. This isn't the rodeo.
You would be pissed.
I would piss a little bit. I
would be pissed.
Like, yo,
if she caught him, he tripped, caught him, and then she tightened it, and she drug him. Like she instead of like going to him, she just dragged him. Like that's where I'll be like, all right now.
And what's she gonna do after that? Hog time?
Of course. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's just not right.
Hey man, that's what you get when you get females in a man's job.
That's wrong. Like, I would if I was like her supervisor, like, yo, put that thing away. What's wrong with you?
All right, now I'm gonna put in the comment section if anybody want to go ahead and get on the live, talk to us because we about to probably get up out of here in a minute. We got any more? Hold up. What else do I got left? What is this? Oh no, I don't want to do that one. Oh, this one. I just want to do this one because this shit made me laugh. Did you watch this one?
No, I don't think I watched this one.
This one right here. This is probably gonna be the last video, and then we're gonna get up out of here. You gonna hate me for this one.
Here we go.
Let's get it.
How do you feel about being here, man?
Blessed. No Illuminati, no devil stuff. I'm blessed.
Respect.
But people will die. Vandals will die.
So explain this. This is one question I got for you. When you say nigga, a lot of people are nigga. That's got to be racist. There's no way. I'm gonna just keep it real. There's no way that is like of our culture. It's like you're saying it you're saying it with the long R. You said, I will find you, nigga. Nigga. Yeah, that's yeah. You lost me with that one. How do you feel about
He just yelled.
I gotta do it one more time, y'all.
Bless. No Illuminati, no
First
devil.
off, look at this dude attire. This dude got pink, reddish hair, and he wearing a damn viscera.
Oh my! You ever
Gangrel
see?
outfit.
You see those Hostess coconut cupcake things?
Yeah,
with the mic. That's what that shit remind me of on his head.
Devil stuff. I'm
I just want to hear this one more
Respect.
time.
The devil will die.
He said the devil will die.
Will die.
So explain this. This is one question I got for you. When you say nigga, a lot of people are nigga.
What is happening here?
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to do that shit. That shit.
Like, what?
Hey,
First of all,
dude said, I don't know why, but that got to be racist.
First of all, it doesn't help the fact that you played that video right after the whole lasso thing. Last one, the black dude. Now you got this dude saying all that. Like, what is he a rapper or something? Like, what?
I don't know what he is, but that shit. When I heard that, I said, I gotta send that to you. Yeah. Hey, on that note, man. Anything else you want to talk about before we get up out of here?
I don't know what else to say after that. I don't know what else to say after that. Like, there's some messed up people in this world. This is what I'm realizing today.
On that note, man, I want y'all to go ahead and have a good week. We're gonna see y'all Friday. Oh man. Yeah. Hey, I'm your boy KT. My fucking friend Beats.
Y'all have a good week. What?
It's a social norm. We out.
Daddy.